Okay. SA4 Section B, Planning, Budgeting and Forecasting. Great Rivers International is a global company operating mainly in North America, Europe and Asia. 2 years ago, the company decided to enter the African market through its subsidiary in Africa. The name of the company in Africa is Nile River Company. Nile River Company has just completed building its pharmaceutical plant in Africa. The total project cost was $26.1 million as shown below. Building, machinery, furniture fixtures, vehicles, working capital. 4 out of these 5 represent your investment in capital expenditure. This is the working capital requirement. This is specifically the area related to investment decision, that is section E, CMA part 2. Okay, we will study when you get there in CMA part 2. Next year will be the first year of operations for Nile River Company after almost 2 years being in a development stage. The company has formulated its strategic plan and an operational plan for the next year. Management intends to translate the operational plan into master budget. Master budget called the annual profit plan, comprehensive budget, discussed in detail. The finance manager at Nile River Company is responsible for all planning and budgeting activities in the company. Okay. The next year's master budget will be the first master budget to be prepared for the Nile River Company, because it's just the company that we just started. So the budget that we're going to draw up is the budget for the very first time. So the first question we have, define the master budget and outline the process that should be followed in order to prepare the budget at Nile's River Company. Master budget you can define in your own words, and remember, all of you have been given. If not, I will share it in the group. IMA's key terms and definitions. That's a very handy tool for you if you want to memorize the key terms or at least have an appreciation what to write. If you need to define master budget, what should you write? So that's a detailed document. I will share it in the group. So you need to define first what is the master budget and outline the process that should be followed in order to prepare the budget at Nile's River Company. So you need a good point plan. Just point plan you need to jot down on the rough paper that is given to you. So define master budget in your own words. It's a budget. It's also called annual profit plan. It's also called the comprehensive budget or master budget. It's a collection of all operating and financial plans for the period. So these are the points you will discuss. The process that should be followed in order to prepare the budget at Nile's River Company. First, we form a budget committee that is composed of the departmental heads and one key employee from the senior management. Once the budget committee has been formed, the next step is the determination of the budget period. Is it for the quarter, for the half year, for the 1 year? Right. Once the budget period has been established, then we need specific budget guidelines, since it's a subsidiary of a larger organization. So we would have a budget methodology or budget guidelines already prepared. We can use that budget manual. Then next step is preparation of initial budget proposal. It could be imposed from the senior management, or it could be established by the subordinate management through participative budget or through what you call the bottom-up approach. Once the budget proposal has been prepared, there will be some negotiation between the senior management and those for whom the budget is being set. That's the next step, budget negotiation. Once it is done, then the next step is review. Finally, the budget would be approved by the senior management. Once approved, the budget is set in action. Again, budget is not a straitjacket. It is not something that cannot be revised. Of course, things change. Things keep on changing in the external economic environment, and budget should have little bit flexibility in it so that it can accommodate the changes. So there might be certain budget revisions. So these are the steps. If you miss a couple of steps, doesn't matter, just you need to remember the flow. It starts from the budget committee, budget proposal, and then finally it's end at approval and revision. And then you can discuss in between. So first you need to define what is master budget. It's a budget that is prepared for the whole company, includes operating and financial budgets, operating and financial plan for the upcoming period. This is what you call the master budget, also called the annual profit plan or the comprehensive budget. It translates your short-term objectives into action steps, and these are the same steps that I have just given here. Don't discuss too much, don't overdo things. You just need to give the overall process. You don't need to define every step of the process, because you have, as you can see, there are 5 questions and 1 essay type. You have 1 more essay type to attempt. So make sure you are to the point, specifically answer what is specifically required. All right, done. Next question. Question 2, identify the components of sales budget. This is the essay type that has been frequently tested over the last 2 years. Many students came, so they asked what are the components of sales budget, and they knew, of course. Identify the components of sales budget and explain the interrelationship of sales budget with the other components of master budget. And what is master budget? We have just defined. It's the combination of your operating and financial plans. It's also called the annual profit plan or the comprehensive budget. So sales budget has 3 components. First is the forecasted sales volume, the quantity. Second, if you are, of course, you are not just selling one product. Company might have many products, X, Y, Z. This is the first one, the sales quantity budget. Next, we have to determine the sales mix. What is the mix? If the total units are to be sold 10,000, how many of them are X, Y, or Z? And finally, the third component of sales budget is the price of X, Y, and Z. So first the quantity total, then the components of individual X, Y, Z, which you call the sales mix, and finally the budgeted price for X, budgeted price for Y, and budgeted price for Z. So that's what you call 3 components: forecast sales volume, forecast sales mix, X, Y, Z, or maybe you're selling 10 products, so you need to split each budget into each component of the sales budget. And finally, the budgeted selling price for all the items within the sales. This was the first part of your question. Then it says explain the interrelationships of sales budget with the other components of master budget. I'm sure you have a good idea. The sales budget is the starting point of budgeting process. First, you develop the sales budget. On the basis of sales budget, we draw up the production budget. Once the production budget has been drawn up, then you can draw 3 budgets simultaneously: direct material budget, direct labor budget, and manufacturing overhead budget. And then, of course, so on and so forth. So it all starts with sales. Sales is the first budget that you draw up, and once the sales budget is drawn up, then the other budgets would follow. And that's the flow that you normally know how we have done many questions like these. So the first budget that you draw up is the sales budget, then production budget, then all the budgets that follow. Why? Sale has to be the base, because if sales is expected to be high, you need more production, you need more labor, you need more manufacturing overheads, more non-manufacturing cost. If the sale is expected to be low, it will affect everything. Everything is interconnected. So it all is driven on sales. If sales are expected to be low, then less activity, hence lower other budgets. So that is the reason the sales budget will determine the level of budgeting activities in the other functions. Right? So this is the point plan. According to this, you can just lay down your text. There are 3 types components of sales budget: sales volume, sales mix, and selling price budget. And then you discuss why the sales budget is the basic budget and how the other budgets are related with the sales budget. So that completes your question number 2. Point plan. A strong point plan is essential. Then assume the company is expecting to sell 10,000 units of the product during its first year of operations, and that the expected annual sales growth is 5% during the second year of the operations. It means the first year sale is 10,000, the next year sales is going to be 5% up. Assume further that the first year's desired ending inventory is 30% of the following year's sales. What will be the budgeted production quantity during the first year of operations, and show your calculations. We know that the production budget is based upon the planned sales. Production budget is the budgeted sales or planned sales. To this we add our desired closing stock, and from this we deduct the opening stock. We have the planned sales, $10,000 for the coming year. Closing stock is expected to be, it says, 30% of the following year's sales. 30% of the next year's sales. And what is the next year's sales? Next year's sales is going to be 5% higher than the current year's sales. So it's going to be 10,000 times 1.05. So the next year's sale is going to be 10,500 units. And 30% of this must be in your closing stock. And 30% of this makes 3150. And from this, we need to deduct opening stock. That's the natural flow of things. We need 10,000 units to sell. We need 3150 as a closing stock. We must produce 13,150. If we already have an opening stock, that must be deducted. Since it's the first year of operations, there is no opening stock. So the total production for the first year is 13,150. And you can simply lay down your working exactly in the same way that I've laid down, right? You don't need to be fancy, or you need to make the tabulation. You lay down your working in a paragraphic form. It's perfectly fine. Don't go for this nicety. You do not have much time, right? Simply write it down in a paragraphic form the way I have done, and you're good to go. This way, right? P budget, that planned production budget, is equal to planned sales plus desired closing stock minus opening stock, and that's all. It's as simple as that. All right, so no need to go or overdo the things. You need to save time. Every minute will count. That was question number 3. Question number 4. Other than sales, identify 2 other budgets that would be prepared in order to prepare budgeted net operating income. There are many. We've just seen there. You need production budget. You need direct material purchase budget. You need manufacturing overhead budget, direct labor budget, ending finished goods inventory, CGS, non-manufacturing budget, and then finally you get your net income budget or pro forma income statement. So you can just need to specify 2 items. Do not overdo. Just 2. Cost of goods sold budget and budgeted selling and administrative expenses. Sufficient. No need to overdo things. You just need to identify. It didn't require explanation. Just give in the bullet points and you're good to go. Next. It says identify and explain 3 characteristics. Mind the word 3, exact 3. Do not overdo. I repeat, do not overdo. Identify and explain 3 characteristics of successful budgeting, because you have to identify and explain. So it's better just select 3 and then define. So you have the rough paper with you, just jot down the points. The successful of the budget process depends upon certain things. Participation of the manager is essential, that you will discuss. Every activity you undertake in an organization, it needs to be supported by the management. The top management support is essential. Then you can give budget is a means to establish and communicate goals, not just achieving target numbers. That's one of the successful budget process. If budget is being communicated as what we want to achieve, it's not just the achievement of numbers, what the organizational goal is, so that the staff members can feel related and they can feel being a part of the whole activity, whole effort, whole endeavor. Just 3 points. Or else if you don't like this point, sufficient lead time means you must be given enough time for the whole budgeting process. You just can't make the budget in rush. You can't draw up a budget for an MNC, multinational company, in just a week. You need 2 to 3 months. There is so much to be done. There's so much negotiation, budget iteration. It's a repetitive process. It will take time. So a successful budget requires sufficient lead time. If you have given sufficient lead time, budgeting process would be successful. If top management support is there, your budgeting would be successful. If the departmental managers have participated in the budget setting, budget would be successful. Right? So just 3 points and then you can just explain them. Just 3. Don't do more than 3. You just required to explain 3 points and you just need to explain in your own words, and that's you good to go. It completes your essay type 1.